Tick-tock. Every morning. Every night. Every workout. Every struggle. Every bond. Every job. Tick-tock. In every moment, we live with this sound. Here, they call that sound grid. Two teams racing to get from the start to the finish. 7,200 seconds working together to stop them across 4 quadrants. Tick-tock. Race! Speed is met with the awe of spectators. Time ticks down as the teams continue to push forward. Tick-tock. The yell of the crowd. The lead is taken. On this stretch of corrugated steel and gym mat, heart and perseverance is awarded with victory. In defeat, time will ask you, who are you? You are an athlete, one that trains and perfects, all in pursuit of the perfect balance between strength and endurance. The inside of the body with the outside, perfectly equal. Finding a way to make your mark, your place in time. However, unlike you, time can never be beaten. It can never be trained. It can never be mastered. It can only be chased. In the first season of the National Pro Grid League, the world was introduced to the New York Rhinos. With a unique mix of athletes, their talents took center stage.
That man right there, Irving Hernandez.
Some even changed the game.
And that ref didn't count. That's a fault right there.
They actually added that red and blue bar at the top because of me.
In their best moments, a team.
I want the philosophy of the New York Rhinos to be to keep charging, to never stop, play hard no matter what.
And we kept fighting the whole match. We never laid down for 1 second.
In their worst, frustration.
As a coach, I'm looking at this body language. New York Rhinos a little bit down right now.
Now this. A quarterfinal showdown against the Phoenix Rise. Win and move on. Lose and go home.
It goes by so fast, and you have 11 races in such a short time. And in that time period, there's a winner and there's a loser.
Here we go. Winner takes all.
In the end, what matters most to me, it's my team. We never want to let nobody down. We always got to think positive.
I trust in my teammates more than I trust in anyone else. We got this.
In our lives, we face time around every corner. In this corner of Charlotte, North Carolina at the Bojangles Coliseum, the New York Rhinos are about to face the fine once again. To indicate time in music, one is taught to beat or move their hands or feet to the measure of the song. This is how musicians beat time. And like musicians, the athletes in grid move their hands and feet as fast as they can. For if time is the enemy, the athletes of grid have a weapon in which to attack it. Speed.
The quicker you can do these reps, the faster you're going to get into the next quadrant.
This race moves so quickly, and one small mistake, we've seen it in the prior quarterfinals, they'll take your points away immediately.
You're really seeing some cycle time.
And the Rhinos get the first match. They win it 2 points to Phoenix's 1.
In this league, speed is king. To stay ahead of this challenge, each team must spend countless hours beforehand training, analyzing every aspect of each race. But it always comes down to, how can we go faster?
Everybody needs to move at it.
Racers ready.
Unlike individual competition, grid asks an athlete to work within a team. Athletes tired of performing just below red line? Please apply. Here, time dares you to blow your red line out. Working on their livelihood in grid, their cycle rate. How many times can the human body be pushed to the limit, and how fast can it recover? Time will not give you an inch, or another rep, otherwise.
14 and 15, 9 and 10.
And as is true in life, rings true with grid athletes. Health is not valued till an injury strikes.
My ankle was definitely not healed all of a sudden, but also just leading up to it, I wanted the athletes on the team to know that I was competing, even though I was even doubting it. But I always said that I was going to be fine, even though I was limping and I was really nervous about not being fine in time. As long as I can keep my speed, it doesn't matter if there's a little bit of a pain in my ankle. It's an ankle.
When it hurts, when it's terrible and you just want to quit, and everything's telling you to stop, she just doesn't and continues to go. The crazy part is it continues to look pretty.
So obviously I would never have sent her out there if there was any risk of her aggravating the injury. I want to win, but there's more to this than just this one game.
I wouldn't look at it as injury. It's more as a tiny pain.
No other athlete on the team can relate more to the stress of pain on the body than Irving Hernandez. Quickly became a fan favorite, with his willingness to sacrifice his body and perform incredibly consistent cycle rates.
But it's just being there for so long, going so fast, you know, you can't control that. But you can push through it, like mentally. Like, I know it hurts, I know it's gonna hurt afterwards, but it's only one time. Just get it done, get out, and be fast.
But being fast in grid also means having team cohesion.
All right, so we move on to race number 2 of 11. This race is called Mirror.
You're going to watch these athletes handing off the bar to each other. That is where time is really made up in this race. And so let's watch to see how these transitions might make for a win.
Go.
In the speed of the moment, everyone has limits, and everyone can make mistakes.
There's some confusion out there because it looks like neither of the teams knew they had to take the bar from quadrant 3 to quadrant 4. Emily Pale already started doing her reps, and the officials say, go to 4, you gotta go to 4. Are you serious?
For a team apart, these moments invite chaos.
Phoenix is given the win, but a very confusing situation here because they did not need to be doing reps in quad number 3.
In these moments, you also look for how your coaches respond.
When the cup flows over and you feel like there's simply too many calls that are not going your way, that upsets me, and it upsets me a lot.
When he gets really angry, it's a change in posture. The air lats come out, he's fired up, he's ready to fight.
I remember Frederick, you know, he's pacing in front of me, watching. He's like a lion, watching people.
Lion walk is not something that I deliberately do. Being a competitor myself, you kind of need to blow off some steam, and that's my way of doing that. Walking back and forth, standing in one place is simply not going to cut it.
Watching that, I'm like, man, it's gotta be intimidating for the other team or something. It's so rough.
As a coach, obviously you need to keep your composure up to a certain point.
All right, we'll run that through one more time. Well, no, I mean, so I don't think there's any reason for him to be facing this way because we can all face that way. The only thing is we'll all face this way.
In a typical grid match, athletes are faced with 11 races, 11 different puzzles to solve, 11 increasingly difficult challenges, none greater than the last one, race 11, a race that most commonly comes down to one final heavy lift to win it all. Safe to say, the coaches have a difficult decision in picking who that athlete will be.
Yeah, it's going to be a game time decision.
What based upon?
3, 2, 1, race.
A few different factors. It's kind of been a
Back and forth.
19,
Just so I know,
20.
what is it you're looking at? What is? I mean, I know you're going back and forth, but what are the things you're using to decide?
race 11, going against Danny Nichols in that final quadrant. Because that's what we're anticipating.
The man in question, Danny Nichols of the Phoenix Rise, a man who'd be content with lifting mercury as if it was only aluminum. He has lifted and led the Rise through all their weightlifting challenges. For the better part of the season, the job of heavy lifting has gone to Andrew Rape. However, in his first year on the grid, Andrew has been hindered by a weak diet. For this fact, the coaches of the New York Rhinos decided on Matt Frazier taking the critical lifts in race 11 against the Phoenix Rise.
You know, he's easy talks a lot and fires us up and stuff like that, but Matt is quiet and you can look to him to just get stuff done.
Known as the second fittest man on the planet, Matt has arrived onto the scene as the answer to the question, who is the future of functional fitness?
You know, he's one of these people that's just, he likes to drive his motorcycle, he likes to shoot his guns, and he's just better than everybody else at fitness.
However, at 335 pounds, the clean and jerks at the end of race 11 pose a formidable challenge even to Matt Frazier.
All right, so this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna start off with 20 GSD sit-ups, then go 16 toe to bar, 12 dumbbell thrusters, 10 burpee over the box, handstand walk, 8 muscle-ups, 4 rope climbs, and 2 clean and jerks at 335.
Swerve.
Then we'll have Rachel on the handstand walk, obviously. We'll have Sarah Beth on the muscle-ups. Easy, take care of the rope climbs, and we got Matt to finish it off.
Swerve.
I like this.
I like it.
This, like, it
Yeah.
sounds very good.
So we're gonna have to make a call before that race because if we'll send you out, obviously you can't be the security blanket if he can't do.
If you give him a security blanket, it might mess up his mind. He might miss it.
I don't think you should
Put
have
it
a
on him and make
security
him do it.
blanket.
Put it on him. Put the
If
pressure
he-
on him. Make him do it.
I'm just throwing it
Well,
out
the thing
there.
is, if he runs out, we've lost. Like no
Yeah,
matter how
exactly.
fast he
so
runs
if
out.
he runs out and subs for someone else, it's done anyways.
Alright.
So
Tell him they're doing it. And they'll get it.
That's it?
Oh, he's doing it. Tell him he's doing it. He'll get it. That's it. Don't make any other shots. Either say Andrew's doing it or Matt's doing it. Tell him to do it. They'll get it. Let's go.
you're just doing it.
Alright.
All you gotta do is win.
So that's a lie.
Is that it?
I don't know why I didn't think about that. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
I'm telling you right now.
We need Matt to finish it.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, he's gonna finish it, but.
So what's the safety valve for? I mean, you might actually be able to put him on the thrusters, and he may be faster, but as far as having a safety valve, make that man get that work done. He's going to get it done, because any second guessing or thinking about it, Danny Nichols is going to touch and go with that weight, sprint down here, and run out.
Faster on the thrusters should do the thrusters, because that means more time for Matt on the bar.
Yeah. Between those races, it'll depend on how Matt feels. Okay. Because I like the idea of not having anybody to save his ass. He can't do it.
What did Kenneth Leverage do? He was supposed to do too, but he had somebody that could save his ass, so he ran off. We're not having that.
No.
I have full confidence that Matt's going to get to.
Me too.
I would put a lot on the line to say he's.
Matt, you don't even need to do.
I'm
just drop it and grab it.
Let's do race 11 real quick, and then we're getting out.
Let's go.
You can do this, guys. Got this.
0 to 100.
And as time often does, adding seconds between yourself and the task at hand only makes the weights feel that much heavier.
Come on, you got this.
Good.
Great.
Matt attempts to perform the movement to measure the quickest cycle rate possible. His best may not be fast enough. Tick-tock. In every moment, we live with this sound. So that's why they call it grid. The empirical study of literature, Father Time has always been known as an old man with a beard holding a scythe. In grid, no one wants to be under that scythe. So they'll continue to chase. Time is like playing handball against a brick wall. You will always be the first to break. Just don't tell that to them.